Starters ready for them now. Sophie Upton on top of the rostrum holding the flag aloft. The 7 runners beginning to walk in from the entrance to the home straight. And they're off with a short run to the first of 19 they're scheduled to negotiate on the way round. 6 abreast as they go to the first. Not Sure down on the inside running rail in the leading line. Out wide, My Bobby Dazzler in the dark blue and white. Immortal Fame in the white and royal blue, and Pat's Fancy in the red and blue Handy. The Jam Man now dropping in behind him down at the running rail, the striped cap. It's pushing up on the inner of Pat's Fancy into the first turn. Flowing Cadenza jumped off handily but has been restrained by Charlie Deutsch. The brown silks disputing last place around the bend with Tiger Orchid, who cut the corner and now just edges ahead of Flowing Cadenza. At the second, Not Sure and My Bobby Dazzler inseparable on landing. And now they move along the side of the track and on to the next pair of fences. Open ditch coming up before another plain fence, numbers 3 and 4. Within sight of the leaders, Not Sure and My Bobby Dazzler. The Jam Man now just edging third place over Pat's Fancy and Immortal Fame. Flowing Cadenza out wide. Tiger Orchid was a little awkward over the ditch. The stride wasn't quite there. He rather ballooned it. He was pretty nimble on landing. On already to the fourth. Not Sure and My Bobby Dazzler again as one. The Jam Man slowed up going into that one. It cost him a length or two, but it remains early days as they take the turn across the back straight where 3 fences await them, culminating in another open ditch. Not Sure right around the inner of My Bobby Dazzler, tracked by Immortal Fame, the blue cap. Jam Man down on the inner, and Pat's Fancy in the red. Tiger Orchid has been taken a little wider on this section, of course, for a better view of the fences perhaps, and Flowing Cadenza is held up, the brown and orange silks for Charlie Deutsch. Middle one on the far side. My Bobby Dazzler and Not Sure as one in a well-grouped field. Pat's Fancy landed in a little bit of a heap. Coming on off the bridle at an early stage. Over the open ditch they go. And Tiger Orchid ballooned that fence as he had done the previous ditch up the other side of the track. Pat's Fancy again has to be nudged along, has drifted back into the last group of 3. Entering the final 2 miles now. Running on this section of the course where 2 plain fences await them. Not Sure and My Bobby Dazzler continuing to force the gallop. And about 3 lengths up on the Jam Man and Immortal Fame. Flowing Cadenza wide. And then Pat's Fancy and Tiger Orchid, the red cap, still in rear. Remain fairly well grouped, however. Only about 5 lengths from first to last, running down into the dip. And on to this next fence, the 9th, which is steadily bringing them to the end of their first circuit in the Dragon Bet. The roar before Cheltenham awaits. Veterans chase. Not Sure and My Bobby Dazzler. Again, land as one. And they're well stacked up on the tails of the leading pair. Just Pat's Fancy travelling with less enthusiasm at the moment. And the others having to be humoured along in rear by Freddie Keithley just to keep him going. As they turn on in once again, complete a circuit and now approach the 10th. Not Sure and My Bobby Dazzler. Over Immortal Fame of the Jam Man on the inner, and Flowing Cadenza sent the birch flying there out wide. Tiger Orchid, red cap's a little closer to him, and although he's still being kidded and cajoled along, Pat's Fancy hasn't lost any ground on him. He's still firmly in touch with a circuit to go. All therefore still with some sort of a chance as they run this short right-hander on the approach to the 11th. Not Sure narrowly over My Bobby Dazzler. The Jam Man on the inner of Tiger Orchid between horses and Immortal Fame wide. And then Flowing Cadenza and Pat's Fancy. On towards another open ditch they go, heading now for the last mile of the race. My Bobby Dazzler and Not Sure. They've set the pace from the outset. Very little has separated them so far throughout. Immortal Fame's getting quite a bit closer now on the outer. Passed up at the ditch. Tiger Orchid lingered in the air, not for the first time over the ditch. It really is hard work now, I'm afraid, for Pat's Fancy, who's becoming remote. And Flowing Cadenza's just dropped a little off the 5 up ahead. And now there's a line of 3 for the lead. Not Sure on the inner of My Bobby Dazzler and Immortal Fame, the shadow to that pair. Tiger Orchid a couple of lengths away in 4th. The Jam Man is the latest to be ridden along, is being passed by Flowing Cadenza as they head across into the back straight. Pat's Fancy has been pulled up before getting there. So it's My Bobby Dazzler to Immortal Fame. Not Sure right on the inner, still very much in the thick of the action. Tiger Orchid on their tails. And then a small break, 5-6 lengths to Flowing Cadenza, 10 or 12 lengths away to the Jam Man. Middle one down the back, My Bobby Dazzler and Immortal Fame. Little quicker through the air than Not Sure. Tiger Orchid a close fourth as they move now towards the open ditch at the end of the back straight. My Bobby Dazzler stood off that one. Tiger Orchid doesn't seem to like the Hereford open ditches. He's not made a great shape at any of them on the way round today. Flowing Cadenza's beginning to edge a little closer to the 4 in front. Brown jacket for Charlie Deutsch. And they've got half a mile to go. Turning on down the side of the course with 3 to jump. My Bobby Dazzler and Not Sure going on again. Immortal Fame has cracked now back in 4th. Tiger Orchid, despite a mistake at the ditch, has gone up into 3rd, and Flowing Cadenza in 5th has latched on, and Charlie Deutsch takes the mare out wide once again as the leaders approach the 3rd last. My Bobby Dazzler over Not Sure, Tiger Orchid, Flowing Cadenza and Immortal Fame. About to run downhill, 3 furlongs to go, 2 fences left to jump. My Bobby Dazzler, Not Sure rallying on the inner. Tiger Orchid coming to press for the lead. Flowing Cadenza still edging closer. Then Immortal Fame, 2 out. My Bobby Dazzler, Tiger Orchid, couple lengths up on Flowing Cadenza, who now has to be shaken up and hasn't responded. And it's My Bobby Dazzler and Tiger Orchid on the crown of the final bend. My Bobby Dazzler and Toby McCain Mitchell pressing on for home here. 1 left to jump, opening up, 3 lengths ahead. Tiger Orchid chasing, Not Sure in 3rd. Flowing Cadenza found nothing. My Bobby Dazzler neatly over the last, neater and quicker than Tiger Orchid. Not Sure in 3rd. Single file stuff on the run in, and My Bobby Dazzler, who's helped to force the gallop from the outset, has found plenty here under pressure. My Bobby Dazzler for Toby McCain Mitchell, Bob Barrett and Mel Rowley wins convincingly. Tiger Orchid 2nd, Not Sure is 3rd. Flowing Cadenza in 4th, the only other one to complete. Everything else pulled up.
First, number 4, My Bobby Dazzler. Second, number 2. Third, number 5.